Welcome to Cohesive Friendship Unit. My name is Chris. I'm here with Jeremy,
What is up?
Jake,
Hey guys.
and Brian.
What's going on?
Guys, it looks like Rockstar might have let out a little secret. Red Dead Redemption 2 has been rated yet again in Australia as like a new SKU. Is it coming to PC? We're going to rack up all the evidence we have so far and play devil's advocate a little bit. But before we do, guys, we hit 1,000 subs. And to say thank you, every video this month is going to have a Steam code in the description. First come, first serve. And it's also our 2-year anniversary, so yeah, we're super happy. Thank you guys. Red Dead Redemption 2. So basically what happened was in August, the game was rated again, so it has a new rating implying at least another SKU is coming. And this was in Australia, and it got the same rating as it did previously. Now, the next kind of piece of evidence was there was a LinkedIn page with a programmer saying that they had worked on the PC version of the game. So here we are with two kind of pieces of evidence pointing to maybe Red Dead Redemption 2 coming to PC. The contrary to this, Red Dead Redemption 1 never came to PC. So do we think RDR2 is coming to PC? Do we think that this is convincing enough evidence? Yay or nay? Or hey?
Yes.
Because it's a game with horses. Yes.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
Yeah, like expand your market, man. People want this shit on PC. They wanted the original one on PC and it didn't come and everybody was pissed. So like give the people what they want.
Yeah,
You're just going to sell more games.
There was no question this was coming to PC the day it launched. I mean, the amount of money they made with GTA 5, there is literally no way this was not coming to PC.
Yep. Didn't we cover a story a while back about like how they like potential for like big microtransactions markets in Red Dead 2?
We talked about Red Dead 2 basically when it came out a long time ago. The potential for it to come on PC.
But wasn't there a story that wasn't just our speculation? Something about like microtransactions? Because my point is just like following on Jake, like they are going to make fucking gobs of money with this shit.
Someone did a big article on like how outrageously expensive everything was in the online version of Red Dead. And I mean, that was what everyone was expecting, but I don't think it's been as successful as GTA 5 Online.
Got to put it on PC.
Pretty much, though. That's what it comes down to. So, yeah, I mean, I definitely believe anything that comes out about a PC port, but I think one of the questions I had was you said that this was a new SKU. I'm not 100% familiar with the process, but my assumption is if it's the exact same game coming from its current platform to PC, would it really have to go through the rating process all over again, or is this some addition to the game?
I mean, I can see how you would have to have it rate like it would be considered a separate title and you'd have to have it rated again. Or maybe there's some sort of like slight difference, like enough to make a regulatory difference, but not enough to make like a difference in the game fundamentally.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I'm just not familiar with the process, so I don't know if that's implying additional updates or if I'm assuming we would just get the base game like it is right now.
Yeah, I mean, that's I would assume what people want.
I agree.
Let's look at the GTA 5 PC release, which I think Brian's probably the most familiar with GTA 5 in general because he played it on 360 and PC. The PC had so much more than the Xbox 360 counterpart. From like settings to first person to stuff like that. So sorry, go ahead.
Well, yeah, I mean, it was like, that's what I was kind of getting at, is there was, like, in the PC, and I think the PC and the Xbox One versions were very similar, if not exactly the same. There was like a couple extra vehicles and like graphical enhancements and stuff like that. And that's kind of what I was talking about, like some small stuff added to the game, but not enough to fund. Like, you play the game on PC, you play it on 360, it's the same fucking game. Like the stuff that they added is really nice, and it adds to the gameplay experience, but it doesn't change the game.
So
to a regulator, I don't know how that works.
Exactly. So yeah, I think there is a case for a re-rating, and I think this all is kind of lining up. I mean, we can talk about when we think the potential release is, but at least with GTA 5, the next-gen console ports of that game largely lined up with the PC version in terms of features, like adding the first-person view, updating the graphics, and things like that. So I think it's very feasible to see this having like a next-gen launch kind of situation where you get Red Dead 2, PS5, Xbox 2, or Xbox Scarlet version, and the PC either comes shortly before, during, or after that.
I could see that. My only concern, or my only thought would be that Red Dead has been out for a minute now, and as we said in the previous video we just recorded, there are lots of really good games coming out this year. And I just, I would think about like how long games kind of sit in the kind of public memory. It's going to do well no matter when they put it out, but I think sooner would probably be better for sales than later.
Yeah, let's talk about the release date. When do we think this is coming?
Holiday season, maybe?
Yeah. I don't know. Because like Jay said, there's a lot of games, and I mean, to be honest, Red Dead was good, but it has been a while since that game came out. Like, I know Monster Hunter in recent history came out on, I think, PlayStation first, and then came to PC like 6 to 9 months later, which in the grand scheme of things, it's not that long, and it did really well. But Red Dead's been, like Jay said, that's been a hot minute since that came out. I'm wondering if people kind of moved on at this point.
Well, the release date was what, last winter?
Yeah, I think so.
The timing's not that far off from what GTA and the enhanced version was. Like, they were
a long way.
Like they can kind of, and that had a really positive effect on sales of the base. It's not just like obviously people online with PC, but like sales of the game in general. Like, it's a good way to give something that came out and people really liked it, but now the hype's kind of dying down. It's a good way to get that hype going back up. So I think we'll see it pretty soon, because it is getting a little long in the tooth.
Yeah, it'll be sooner than later, I think.
So Red Dead 2 launched October 26, 2018.
So literally just about a year.
Right. I wonder if maybe October and they just stealth drop it.
I think this is going to be high. I personally think this is going to be like a summer game, summer 2020.
Yeah. I mean, I think that I don't think they could fit it in this holiday season. It's packed right now. Summer would be a good time for it.
Rockstar does beat to their own drum, though, so anything's possible. The other thing I want to mention is Rockstar did recently launch their own game launcher. So that is also kind of pointing towards this happening. Like, you launch your game launcher, you get your rating of your game, you debut your launcher with a sick game,
Right. And Rockstar is not one to not market their game, so I think we will probably have plenty of heads up once the release date is announced.
So the last thing I want to talk about, because we did a video about this like a long time ago, I personally think there's a reasonable chance that the major PC feature added, much like how we got first person in GTA 5, would be VR support. I just want to poke your brains of whether you think that could happen, whether that would be a good thing. The reason I think it could happen is the game, unlike GTA 5, was built with first person from the ground up. The game has the history of LA Noire, where LA Noire has VR support now, and it just feels like it's a slower kind of game than GTA 5. You're not driving around in cars or anything like that. I just wanted to pick people's brains on that. There's also a ridiculous amount of detail on things when you're in first person and looking over your guns and stuff.
You would get so sick riding that horse so fast. Like, I don't think it's going to happen. I don't think that's going to happen.
I totally would have been in the absolutely not park, but considering this did come out on PlayStation and they are the only console with a dedicated VR headset, I could see that happening. I mean, like, they have the market, and I'm sure you could have sold that to Sony pretty easily. So yeah, I see it.
I think it is going to come, but it's going to be a separate release. I think because then, kind of going back to Brian's point, that lets you sell the game essentially 3 times.
Ooh,
You sell it once when it drops on PS4. You sell the base version again when you launch your stupid fucking launcher on the PC. And then you release a VR version of the game like Fallout VR or Skyrim VR. And you sell it a 3rd time and everyone has to buy that. So I think they will have it, but I think maybe that to me would be more like summer. And maybe put out the PC version in like the spring with the launcher. I think it'll be pretty soon, sooner than summer.
All right.
You think VR would come first?
No. I think they'll do the launcher first with the base version of the game, and then they'll do a VR version maybe in the summer as more of a tentpole, and they'll do it across PC and PlayStation.
Okay. Yeah.
I don't think it'll be like a feature attached to the base game.
Okay. Any other kind of last thoughts on this? All right. Then what should our Cowboys do to get more info on Red Dead Redemption 2 PC, Brian?
We'll ask the publisher, I guess. But, we'll be coming out with the video as soon as we have any more information on it. So if you want that video, you can go ahead and click that subscribe button. And like Chris said at the beginning of the video, just to say thanks for getting us to 1,000 subs. There are some steaming hot Steam codes in those descriptions, although by this point it's probably gone. But better luck next time. So be sure to click that subscribe button so you get informed on all the interesting and cool shit we're coming out with here on the Cohesive Friendship Unit channel. And smoke them if you got them, guys. That's all for me tonight, Chris.
Thank you, Brian. Catch you guys next time.